Hi guys, it is definitely that time again. Yes, most trending.
Hey, baby.
Causes so much problem.
Always trending. But I love it though.
It is indeed a time, yes, for the most talked about podcast
in the world, dude. You gotta be specific. The most talked about podcast in the world. Okay, Nigeria.
With the most famous podcasters.
Girl, how do you feel about that? Because I saw that you were trending a couple of days ago on Twitter. And I know you are not a Twitter babe. You don't tweet.
I don't even tweet.
So when you saw your name trending, how did you feel?
I was like, really? Nigerians.
What were you trending
We
for?
have deeper problems than whether or not I think men have sense.
Is that why you were trending?
Yes. Can you imagine?
So how did you feel? Like, did you see insults? Were you trolled?
Of course I was trolled.
Which one stung the most?
I think the whole when people are like, oh, she's really not 34. No, is it like Mo is 34 and that means I'm 17. I'm just like, guys.
So they think you're younger or older?
Older, obviously. I think a lot of people also have this misconception that while they were in school, they watched me on TV, you know, and I'm like, okay, shout out to you. But then that was 10 years ago because that was when I came on TV.
An OG? Okay.
Like, yes, it's OG, but is it OG? No, why acting like you were 13 or something when you started watching me?
Some of my cousins love you. Like, oh my God, I watched her. Oh my God, I love that you're doing it with her. I said, yeah. That's my
shout out to your cousins.
But yeah, trolls will be trolls, to be fair.
Real talk.
And if we think about it, they want to be us. They want to be in our positions. And they are just sad that we're living our lives and living our truth. So I don't take anything too serious.
Especially that living your truth, because there's so many people that actually do have these opinions, do actually think the way we do, but I just maybe, I'm guessing, not bold enough.
Too scared to talk.
And that's okay.
But it's okay, we're your big sisters. We'll come here, give you guys juice, give you guys tea, and also advise you guys. So.
Exactly. And, talking about, sisters and sisterhood, I feel like this episode, I'm hoping will actually reflect that, because it seems like we have good intentions.
We do.
But somehow it just gets
they always
lost in the way.
Misconstrue us. I don't understand. But in this episode, you guys will get to know us a little bit more. We're going to get to talk about our past and our present.
And just our journey so far.
What we did in the past to get to where we are today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
So, Tolani, did you see Copy's video?
Okay, yes, I did.
Where she was, just sharing with all of us, some of her past. I wouldn't necessarily call them mistakes, but just definitely a part of your journey. Past fails, whether fails or passes, nonetheless, they are still a part of your journey. She did speak about, yes, the one that is on everyone's lips, her engagement. She also spoke about how she nearly failed in Oxford. And, she just shared other things and just, and it just made me realize that in all honesty, we are all on a journey, and it's actually okay sometimes to try things, don't do so well at it, but still, move on to something else, keep on evolving. And I feel like I am definitely someone that can say that I have evolved.
We have watched you.
I have done so much, girl.
I can't relate, baby. I have a list here on my phone, guys. We're going to dive into a lot of things that we've done. But I must commend Copy, because I feel like that was really bold of her to state her failures right there without being judged. Because in reality, we all go through failures. It's just that we don't publicize it online. Do you get it? It's only the glitz and the glam that we're comfortable sharing.
Yes.
But if you're one of the people who are comfortable sharing your failures, more props to you. Do you get it? I feel like that's more respect. So we're here to let you guys know our story. So
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so our journey so far.
Our journey to success.
Do you want to kickstart?
Okay. Like I did say, guys, I have a list. So if you guys don't know, I used to live in America, right? I have a healthcare background. I studied healthcare in school, which I don't know what I was doing in science class. In fact, let's even start from that, right? Because point number one, okay, let me talk about me studying. I was in science. I studied healthcare administration. But if I could do things over, I would study business, because I'm business oriented and I don't care too much about healthcare. Do you get? My younger sister is very passionate about healthcare, and when she speaks about her journey and like how she's ready to just save lives, I'm like, can't be me. I can't relate. So what was I really doing in science class? But I cared too much about perception at the time, because if you're in science class, it seems like,
yes, you're smarter.
So I was proud saying, yeah, I'm in science class, when truthfully, I was failing chemistry, I was failing physics, I was failing, what's the other one, biology. What was I doing in that class? So knowing what I know now, I just follow my heart rather than wanting my parents to be happy, because, I wanted to say I'm in science class to just make my parents proud. So I would just do business and, know more about business now, because I don't really, every day I learn on YouTube. Do you get that? I watch like classes on YouTube, like business courses, but if I could go back, I would study business.
For me, I studied law.
Ooh.
And to be honest, the reason why I studied law was because I was one of those students that could have done anything.
Okay.
I could have been in science class and I'd have excelled. I could have been in art and I'd have excelled. Like I was a brainy. Okay. I still am. That's why, as I said, I bring my brains to the table.
Please,
Hello.
I hope you're not throwing shade here, madam.
No. That shade was not to you.
It sounds very shady.
That shade was honestly not to you. But yes, I decided, let's go for law because, I feel like blood and all that stuff. I don't really want to do medicine. And I don't really think like physics, like having to deal with physics. I was good at it, but having to deal with it.
You're good at physics?
Yes.
So you actually took physics class?
Like, you know how you literally do like all the courses first before you start to choose.
What is that?
Exactly. So
aptitude test. So you did an aptitude test.
Well, in England, what you do is you pretty much do a lot of all these subjects. So you'll even do like all the languages. So you do like German, French, Spanish, and then you do all the sciences, biology. Then you'll also do the arts like drama, English literature.
Okay.
So I was always like somewhat way more of the English literature, like arts inclined. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just do law. So I always say like I ended up doing law because I had absolutely no guidance. Like I said, I was good at pretty much anything. So it was just the one that I just thought, okay, would make more sense. I do, however, wish that I actually studied psychology because I was really, really good at psychology. And, giving with like how I am now, when I like see people and they're like sharing things with me, I'm like, you may have some deep-rooted trauma. So it would have been interesting if I actually turned out to be like, a therapist or something. But nonetheless, what I sort of, in a sense, actually really regret doing, as I said, was not actually going and studying media studies, because that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm good at it. Like I'm good. I've been doing this for 10 years. So imagine if I actually got a degree.
So years ago, did you think you would ever be where you are today?
No.
But did you think you were going to go into media?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I had absolutely no idea. Like I literally fell into this. So I just wish that I did less falling and more like planning towards it. But we're still here.
I don't think I would have studied media, Sha, because in my head I'm thinking I might not get a job with that degree.
And then, do you know what? Funny enough, in school, like when I was in England in school, media studies was like the kind of study that you would do because you were bad at everything else.
Okay.
So that was also another thing. So it was like, you don't want to do like mass communication. Mass communication is a big one out here, but in England, it's not really. Like most people would rather want to just be like maybe do journalism or maybe a business course, but not media studies. Do you get? So that was also another thing that also put me off. And then it's now so hilarious.
Look at where you are today.
Look at where I am today. So I should have maybe actually just not cared about what people have to say and maybe just actually gone for media studies.
Do you believe that you're a star?
Right now?
Like, have you ever, in fact, let's talk about
I've always believed that there's greatness in me.
Okay. So
whatever I end up doing.
You knew what you were going to do was going to be more than law. Did you ever believe that?
Maybe not, but I knew that if I did do law, I would excel exceedingly, that I would be a star in law.
I knew what I was going to do was definitely not what I was doing at the time.
Really?
I knew it was not going to be me being a doctor. I just always felt like I could do more. Do you get? And I guess that's one of the reasons why I was comfortable moving to Nigeria, because when I visited Nigeria in 2016, I have a whole backstory, but let's just jump. When I visited Nigeria in 2016 and I easily got acquainted with all the celebrities, mind you, I'm just popular, right? But I'm able to say, this person is my friend. All these big, big names. I'm like, I can do more than just being friends with all these people. I can actually become somebody. So when I went back to America in January after 30 December, I just started planning. I said, you know what? Let me plan my exit strategy from America. I'm going to Nigeria to become somebody. Like, in life, you have to be delusional, right? I was delusional to my success. Do you get? I walked around like I was really powerful. In my head, I'm like, Tolani, girl, who you fooling? I'm like, but if I don't tell them, how are they gonna know?
How they gonna know?
How are they gonna know? So I carried myself like I was more important than I actually was. And then I just took the leap of faith, and here we are.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's more to it. We'll get there. But sometimes you don't have to have it figured out. You just have to try. You just have to do it. Like Nike says, just do it.
Yep.
So I'm a testimony of that, of me moving to Nigeria with no solid plan, but just having faith that one day is all going to work out.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Real talk, like it's so interesting that you shared that, because that was also my case. As I said, like I was done with law school, and I literally was like, I have wasted 4 years of my life. I looked around, I was like,
what am I doing here?
This is not what I want to do. And I literally just did some research, and I found out, okay, that Sound City, Silverbird, I can't remember what other station. There were like 3 stations at the time that were popping. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to work at Sound City.
Good.
I moved back, let's say in September, October. I started working at Sound City.
How'd you get the job?
Because luckily enough, what happened was when I joined, Darinle was just leaving. So there was a need, there was a void. There was a need for another VJ. And it was just like, and that's why I really believe this. What is yours is yours. That job was supposed to be mine. Like the way it just was so smooth. Like I just transitioned straight, and that was it. Went for the screen test, then went for another one, and boom, I got it.
Boom. Okay, y'all. Go for it, y'all.
So just go for it.
Just go for it. So you know this saying where they say, you only blow at any time. Like anybody can blow at any time. Never look down on anybody.
Thank you for the translation, because
yes,
you know I
you only blow at any given time, which means never look down on anybody, because you never know who will blow, right? Or whose story can just take off. So I feel like I fall under that category of a success story, because me moving to Nigeria, right, I was not even sure if I was going to take off or not. Like I did say, it was a risk that I took. And it was a case of, she just moved to Nigeria for how many months? She'll be back to America, Jerry, don't worry. Her mates have come, they've done it, they've gone back to America. And I did not want that to be my case, right? I remember moving back to Nigeria, and then there was this one popular media house, right, owned by a bank. I'm not going to name drop, right? But they had a particular show that dropped on Fridays. Let's just throw that out there. So I remember going into their office, right? Because mind you, I have Audacity, right? I had my YouTube channel in my head. I'm thinking, okay, I'm already popular in the industry now. So if I go there and show them what I've done, at least they will say, okay, come on the show. So I get on the show, and keep in mind, I'm friends with all these celebrities, right? So even if they did not want me on the show, if I had just said, okay, my friend can come with me, I can do it easily, because there are other people that are on the show that I did not even know them before. So I walk into their office now. Hi guys, so excited, America babe. Hi guys, my name is Tolani Baj. I'm a YouTuber, quite popular in the industry, and I would love to be on your show. This is what I've done. I'm an A&R at Universal Music Group, Aristocrat, and I feel like I would really appreciate it if you give me a chance on your show. Then a girl comes outside. Okay, sorry, please sit out there. Give us like 5 minutes. I said, okay, cool, no problem. The girl goes inside, comes back in like 5 minutes. So sorry. I spoke to my boss, and she says that you are not blown enough.
Oh, wow.
She says you are not blown enough. Nobody knows who you are. So if you come on our channel, we will not have enough traction. Maybe that's not how she worded it word by word, but that's what she meant. That you're not blown enough, she said that one. And when I tell you that I was almost in tears. Hey, God, you're not blown enough. Nobody knows you. And I took Uber there that day. So excited, because I was going to go there. I was going to go to Paul's. Shout out to Paul's, because you guys supported me when I was a nobody, like they said. Bella Naija,
nobody.
Bella Naija supported me. 2 Exclusive supported me. They gave me a platform, so I'm really grateful. But that one particular media house, they stung me. They burnt me. I was so upset. But I use that as a driving force to say I will become somebody.
Yes.
They will know my name.
Yes.
I get on Big Brother like this, and I was just like, see God. See who they said is nobody. See who they said will not blow. And I say this just to encourage you guys that anything you want to do, even if they don't believe in you, don't worry about it. Just believe in your own source and keep going. Have faith in God. I also have a personal relationship with God. Forget the cruise that I be catching online. My relationship with God is quite solid. So just hold on to God and your dreams will manifest. So yeah.
For real. You saying this also has reminded me of how, when I moved back, I wasn't really sure as to whether I wanted to go full on into just, media and radio or TV, or if I actually wanted to be an actress. So now that I'm actually now going back, it's almost like a return, because I did actually, get into the industry in about like 2014 or 2015. And that was when tinsel was so huge.
I was able to think about media in 2014, okay.
Maybe that's why they don't believe I'm 34. I just started young. Like, I literally moved back when I was 24.
I love how you're proud to say your age, y'all.
Yeah, I'm like, because I feel like your age just goes to show like, oh, I'm this old, but look at where I'm at now.
No, they ask me my age, oh. I'm not telling you. You go on Google and check. Who come up from my home? That's why I must commend you. How you just say, don't ask me for my age. Thank you.
Because you know me. I look at age as like maturity.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong in aging. There's nothing wrong in. To me, I look at you like, okay, you have to have experience. You cannot be this age and you have no experience.
Right.
But when you're younger, it's easier for a lot of things to go past you. But when you're at a certain age, you shouldn't be doing some certain things, if that makes sense.
I don't care about if that's the case. If you're a certain age, you shouldn't be doing certain things. I don't believe in that too. Do whatever you want to do at whatever age.
Real talk. But what I mean by you shouldn't be doing some certain things, I mean like you should show some signs of growth maturity, at least by the time you are a certain age. Not that like if you like to go partying, continue to party. If you want me, I'll continue partying until I'm like 55. I'll continue to wear bikini until I'm 60. I've told people. So there's no age limit to that. But I just feel like, with age, it just goes to show that, yes, you've matured, you've experienced this, you've done this, you've done that. You have more things to sort of say.
Yeah.
Although right now, Gen Z is at 24.
Gen Z are taking over.
They've lived the life
they have
that I haven't even yet lived. So
I think Gen Zs are very fast. They are too fast for their age, to be fair. Like, slow down. Like, why do you guys want to grow up too quick?
Real talk.
There's so much ahead of y'all. Just relax.
I agree.
Yeah. So
yes, as I was saying, like this isn't like necessarily like, my first time trying to get into the industry. But when I got into the industry, there was a lot of sexual harassment. Like I literally walked into the office of a huge producer and he just whipped out his dick onto his table.
Stop
literally.
it!
Like that image never.
So what he do? Mo?
Literally.
How did you handle that situation?
I ran out of his office, and from that day I never wanted to do this acting thing. And now that as I said, I'm constantly evolving. I've now evolved, and then it's safe to say that the industry is a lot better, but that was the sort of chaos that scared me. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, maybe if I ran away and I maybe went to another producer, maybe I would have been some huge actress by now. Who knows, But at the same time, I'm also kind of glad that I didn't necessarily have to like succumm to that.
And timing is everything. Exactly. It just wasn't your time. It just
wasn't my time. Exactly. So yeah, I feel like I've really enjoyed my journey so far, and I'm enjoying where I am going still on this journey.
I feel like living in Nigeria as a woman, you have to somehow exude masculine energy. And that's a way of you protecting yourself. I know when I moved to Nigeria, I needed to act like a man. Do you guys? If I'm in an Uber like this, I cannot be comfortable because in my head I'm preparing. If he does this, how do I fight? How do I? So it's not really safe in Nigeria if you don't know how to protect yourself.
Yep.
So that's one thing I had to constantly remind myself when I moved from America, like act like a man, think like a man, move like a man, protect yourself. You get? So that whole sexual harassment thingy. So sorry that you had to went through that. But if I was the one,
what would you do?
God.
Tell me what you would have done.
First of all, I'm already acting like a man.
This was 2014.
Okay. But I've been acting like a man for a long time.
This was way before the times of calling people out. I'm sure that if that happened now, it would be a bit different. But then it was a lot harder to call people out. I think.
I don't think I would have been able to call anybody out, Sha. But I thought give her one slap first.
So why? But see, if you gave him that slap, somebody would have heard about it and it would have been
What
online.
was the reason why I slapped you?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. But compared to 2014,
Well, you
would have slapped someone and nobody would have heard about it, you know?
I'm not an abusive person. I would not have slapped him, but I would have disrespected him so bad. God damn it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, y'all.
Some of the things that we have.
And these are things that are still happening.
Yes, and are still going and are still happening. Now, I would even say that now, because of the level that I've now gotten to, when it even comes to getting like, you know, some acting gigs, I am still extremely anxious because I'm always like, I'm always quick. Like, I always feel like, yeah, the first thing that anyone's going to say is, oh, yes, that girl from the radio. Can she act?
They always say that now.
You know,
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's a lot more because now they know that I am a media personality. So it's almost like you now have to prove to them and prove that, oh yes, I'm actually more than just a media personality.
Proving yourself must be very exhausting. Child. I would say focus on you, man. Don't even try to focus on you having to prove yourself or not. Whether they believe you're an actress or not, we have watched you evolve. Do you get? And you even leaving Sound City after 10 years? That's really bold of you. So when did you know that you were going to say, you know what, I'm done with this, let me try something else?
To be honest, it actually was a very impromptu thing. It was one of those things where I was like, you know what, if I don't do it now, I probably never will.
Yeah, just
and
do
I think
it.
that was also now my fear, like I'll just be here and, and the world is just passing me by and people are just doing cool things. There's one person that just came from nowhere and is calling themselves influencer and is hosting all these gigs and I'm just here in the same office in the same.
Yeah.
So I decided, no, I wanna do something else. I wanna do something that's actually more for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, being too comfortable in an environment is not a good sign.
It is not a good thing. And in all honesty, that is actually, like, I would tell you that was a part of my journey. And if that is something that I do quote unquote regret, I would say yes. It is something I definitely got way too comfortable at Sound City. And I needed that push, and that push did not necessarily mean, you know, a lot of people always say, oh yeah, wait till you get a job before you leave your job.
Nope.
That's what I was doing. I was waiting for something better. It never really came. I had to make better.
I did the opposite. I did the opposite. Sometimes I'll quit a job if I'm uncomfortable and if I'm unhappy, and I won't even know where the next job will come. I will just always choose my mental health first. If I'm broke for months, as long as I'm happy, I don't care. There's food in my house, I have a roof over my head, I'm fine with that. But I don't think I've ever gotten comfortable in a work environment. Like, sorry, I have to cast myself. I think the longest period I've stayed at a job was like probably 3 months.
Oh, wow.
I was always searching for more. Do you get? Once I feel like I've already learned my experience and learned enough from them, I'm already looking for the next job.
That's a very interesting thing.
I tell my friends this all the time. If they mistakenly complain, like, I'm unhappy here, quit.
Yeah.
Quit and choose something that will make you happy. Even if you are jobless for a couple of months, are you not happy?
I am. I feel like it's just that fear of the unknown. It's like, oh my God, what about if I leave and, you know, there's nothing, like I don't see work. Nothing comes
better.
for me.
It always gets better. And during the moment, you will not know that it will get better. You will think like that is the end.
That's the end.
But as things get better, you just laugh like, and I thought I was going to die.
Yep. For real.
So sometimes, like we said, just do it. Just do it.
So I'm sure you've probably gotten your hands into some businesses, you know, before you now settled with Baj Lux.
Thank God.
For me, I have done catering company, which I really, really thought was going
What was
to
the
like,
name?
It was called LM Occasions. And I really, really thought it was going to fly.
Okay.
But then COVID happened and it just, I just couldn't.
You got discouraged?
I just got extremely discouraged. The whole lockdown just put the whole system that I was already trying to create. And in all honesty, I didn't even really do enough research as to, you know, how much work actually does go into owning a business. You know,
Sounds
it was
familiar.
just like, oh, okay, I like to cook.
Yeah.
I can cook. I should cook. Like, it wasn't can you actually?
So you're not passionate about it?
I was passionate about the cooking. I just wasn't passionate about the business side of it. And that's also because I didn't necessarily even know enough. And then COVID too. Like if COVID didn't redirect you, it redirected me.
I'm grateful for COVID though. I'm grateful for COVID. I'll still answer that your question. But I'm grateful for COVID because that year, I was literally about to go back to America. They had like evacuation flights for US citizens in Nigeria. So you didn't even have to pay to leave.
Yeah.
Whether you had money or not, you can hop on that flight back to America as long as you're a US citizen. So I remember emailing the US embassy, right? Letting them know like, hi, I'm an American in Nigeria and I want to go back. I'm here. I'm ready to go back to America. Oh, give me a time and date and I'm ready to fly. They get back to me and a part of me is like, if you go back to America, you know you're not happy there. You're going back to do 9 to 5. So here I am stalling the US embassy, not even responding to the email because I'm like, something is about to happen. I don't know what it is, but let me just wait. This was 2020, by the way, early 2020. And I'm like, you know what? I'll go back to America, do a certificate and, go on with my life. At least I've already lived in Nigeria for a year and it won't be as if I didn't come to Nigeria and try. Because I truly believe that me coming to Nigeria, I'll become somebody. Like I said, the Lulu is the Solulu. I was very...
Solulu, I love that.
It was the Lulu is the Solulu. So I was very delusional and I believe that one day go better, one day go make sense. So as I'm stalling the US embassy, right, maybe a few days later, I see Big Brother audition flyer. I said, God, Abby, is this my time? I said, is this why you didn't let me respond to, like I said, I talk to God like he's my G. Is this why you didn't let me respond to the US embassy? Don't worry, let me just audition. So I now submitted an old video for the audition because I had auditioned prior, made it to the second stage, but I didn't get in. So when the second audition came in 2020, I said, I'm not even going to put in too much effort because last, they disappointed me last minute. So I'm just going to submit the same old video. So I submitted the same old video like, well, I don't submit them. Let's see what's going to happen.
And
the day after, congratulations, you made it to the next stage. I said, thank you. That's what you told me last year. Thank you. I completed the questionnaire. Congratulations, you made it to the next step. I said, things is getting real low. So from that moment, I said, now is my time. So I just freed the US embassy and I kept on going step by step with the audition process. Still not 100% believing that I was going to get on, but I still strongly believe that it was my time. So I did the video interviews and they just bought into my personality. I said, bingo, yeah, I'm getting on the show. So when I got on the show and I came out, that's when things started making sense.
Yeah.
I said, that is why God was telling me to stall on the response for the email with the US embassy. God was telling me to exercise patience. And I can't lie, during that whole COVID period time, I learned how to manage money. I was going to the local market in Ajah to save. Like I knew how much meat was, how much tomato was. God was preparing me for what was to come. Because I used to spend money loud. But now I know the use of money. Yep. I know how to manage money. And I've gone through that phase and I appreciate my journey and where I am now. Because where I was before, I never want to go back there. So I'm grateful for the lesson that God taught me. So I was patient and here we are today.
Okay. So yeah, so let's even just go back to, the businesses. So I shared mine. Then you got carried away by COVID. So yes, what business businesses did you try to venture in?
I have a list on here, but let's talk about the one that was really obvious, right? So I had a logistics company that I opened out of impulse. It was very impulsive, right?
I think I remember it.
T-Baj Express. I think I remember it. I branded the bikes well.
Yes, you
nice
had
colors.
bikes.
It was purple, my dear. So this business came, it wasn't like I was passionate about it anyway. I was just looking for ways to make fast money. So I was on the phone with Bright. Oh, shout out to you, Bright. Oh. And then we just talk about businesses that we could do. I had just come out from Big Brother lockdown at the point, and we had money, endorsement money here and there, and I was looking for where to put money in. So Bright was on the phone and he was like, logistics people are making money. They're cashing out. I said, how much can they be making? And he gave me one amount like that. I said, this is how much I'm making a day. I'm going to start a logistics company. Did no research. Did not know if I was going to like it or not. I just said, whatever money they're making daily, I want to be making it. I want to make it. The next day, I already called my guy. Oh yeah, how much is bike? 300K. I said 300K. Okay, give me 6. I called Bright, I'm going to buy 6 bikes. Start small. I said, no, I need to be
ready to give
out.
them 6. Wow.
He said, no, start small. I said, how many? He said 2. I said, no. Posting 2 bikes online, 2 bikes is not aesthetically pleasing. I need 6 bikes. I need to start with energy. He said, T-Baj, relax. Start with 2, see if you like it. I said, okay, no problem. Baby, I will do the 2. I called them, bought 2 bikes. The bikes were red. I said, no, I want my brand to be purple. Did my logo, T-Baj Express. Started doing promo, whatnot. did not find driver, did not even know how the operational flow will go, did not know where I will find customer service representative, did not know nothing, but I just wanted to say, I own the logistics company. Now it's time to launch. I gave them one date like that, I don't even remember, but everybody was anticipating. So I'm like, it looks like everybody is really excited for this T-Baj Espresso, but I don't know how I'm going to run this business, but don't worry, as the Lord leads. So now I'm going as the Lord leads. Launch day comes now. I get like 20 requests on Instagram. I want to deliver to Ikorodu. I want to deliver to Ogudu. I want to deliver to Bagada. I said, hold up. I don't have a driver yet. So now I'm like, oh my God, I just went to announce this and I did not have a thorough plan. I did not have a thorough plan. I even went to Big Brother reunion. So I said, hi guys, I have T-Baj Express.
I remember.
No solid plan. And I quickly went downstairs to meet my gate man. If you drive bike, where if you get driver for my logistics company? He said, no, I get one friend, I go ask. Gave him like 2 days. Madam, they say they know they find job. Say they already get job. I said, Jesus. Now they're sending me question marks. You guys are not replying. I said, hey. And I don't know where they solve. So I reached out to Kwamilari. Shout out to you, Kwamilari. I said, please post out. Let them know that we are looking for drivers. We need drivers. He said, drivers will not be on social media. I said, Jesus. I kid you not. For 1 month, I was looking for a driver. I said, you know what? This business is not for me.
It's not for me.
I just called my friend who owned a restaurant. Shout out Buttermilk. Called him. Do you guys need bikes? He said, yes, so. I sold it to him at a discounted rate. I said, yeah, I've washed my hands. So I sold him my 2 bikes. I had a couple of people say, we've seen your bike on the express road, T-Baj Express. I said, the bikes do not belong to me again. I know they do logistics again. So that was how I left logistics business. I do feel like if I had drivers, it would have been successful, right? But I didn't have. If I planned for drivers, if I planned, it would have been successful. Yes. But I don't think it would have been a business that I would have been passionate about. I feel like I could have started and said, I don't do again. Do you get easily? Because with that kind of business, I would have to rely on drivers. If one calls me today, I'm sick, I can't walk. Hello. So I can't do a business where I have to rely on people. It has to be a business where if my employee disappoints me, I can pick up and keep the business running. So I don't think I will ever start a business that I'm not passionate about ever again. I need to do thorough research and I need to know that it's not a business that I'll get bored doing. So yeah.
Yo, that's thorough research. I have to back that up even further because with my catering company, I don't know why I thought that only me, only these 2 hands will be able to cook plenty orders. It got to a point that people wanted to order because I feel like a lot of people were like, let's know if Moet Abebe can really cook.
Okay.
That kind of vibe, and obviously I know I can cook.
You have a customer here? Yes.
Shout out to my number 1 customer. Shout out to you, Tommy. So a lot of people were very interested in trying to order, but then babe, I got too many orders and I had absolutely no staff.
But did you try?
Did you try? I tried. And I just couldn't keep up. And to be honest, COVID was perfect timing. I think COVID just reminded me that, sister, what do you think you're doing? Do you want to kill yourself?
Oh my God.
And trust me, cooking, shout out to people who are really trendy, good looking cooks or chefs, especially the ladies.
Takes a lot of work.
The cooking business, I don't know how they can manage to still be glamorous. You can't. You can't be glamorous with that stuff, man. The way it go beat you with it, go beat you.
I would like to own a restaurant one day.
Yeah, I feel like I would love to go back into it. Yeah. But if I go back into it, definitely I'll do so much more research and I will definitely have a lot more capital. So that at least I can even afford to have stuff.
Yeah.
You're reminiscing,
I remember when I was a waitress. I was a waitress for just one day. Just one day. So
I don't think you can say that you are a waitress if it was just for one day, Tolani.
Okay, I attempted to be a waitress until they fired me.
Aspiring waitress.
So, you know what? To be fair, okay, I trained for 1 week. The first day of my resumption, I got fired. So, it's not like I was a bad person. I just lied on my resume. That's what it was. I lied that I could be a waitress and bartender. Oh no, I'm mixing 2 jobs together. No. Okay. The waitress owned, right? Where was this? This was in St. Louis, right? I was in college. I needed a job. I had to pay rent, whatnot, car notes. I was to just go and put I was living life on the edge. I don't know who I thought I was. So this job, right? I get there. They were like, yeah, we'll give you $7.25 per hour. I said, it's not much, but it's better than nothing, right? So I get there. Now they are teaching me how to carry tray. That tray was so heavy. And even if it's heavy, it must not show in your face. Do you get? And you have to carry it with one hand with prestige. So I remember just carrying the tray and it was just shaking like this. I said, this job is not for me. I said, don't worry, Tolani, you can do it. I was just there trying to convince myself, because one thing about me is I'm very quick to quit and go to the next. I said, yeah, this is not working for me. On to the next one. But this one, I was dedicated to not quitting because I just wanted to challenge myself. So I get back to the kitchen. They're like, yeah, somebody just ordered this. It was a Cracker Barrel, by the way. And put the spoon here, this, that. They were teaching me how to arrange the tray. I said, all of this cannot get me to where I want to be in the future, but for now, I go do it.
For now, I just do.
So now I'm carrying the tray and I'm still shaking. I just dropped. I said, fuck it, I quit. Tolani Baj, you're bigger than this. Like I said, I was delusional. So I just said to myself, Tolani Baj, what are you doing here? Like I legit, something, it wasn't like something spoke to me like, you are bigger than this, drop it and go home. And legit, that was how I dropped it and I went home and I said I would never apply to a waitress job. I don't care if it's $15 an hour, I know they do waitress. I know they do. So that was just another reminder of who I was at the time, because I was not thinking big.
Do you think you learned anything though
from what experience?
From waiting tables?
Be very nice to waiters and waitresses. The trays are very heavy, okay? Be very polite to them, because human beings are very needy. No, that was another place where I realized how needy human beings are. Can we get a quinoa? And you have to say, oh yes, of course.
Yes. I feel like for me, I didn't work in like the food business when it comes, but I worked in retail. So what at least, okay, so I worked at Next. So if anyone knows Next is like a clothing store. So I worked at Next, and I remember I was actually doing this job while I was in university, studying to be a lawyer. So I obviously came in to that establishment still feeling like, I'm bigger than this. I'm just doing this just cause, you know?
Yeah.
And at a point, I think I was there for maybe about like 4 to 6 months, let's just say.
Yeah.
And
it's a long time.
I didn't quit. I just never showed up to work again.
Hey! Oh my God.
But the one thing I can say that job taught me was, for one, how important customer service is, you know, and I feel like maybe that's also why I have such an issue, you know, here in Nigeria, because we still need to do a lot of training when it comes to customer service. And I know the amount of training that I had to do, and even the training still didn't teach me anything.
Yeah.
I still feel like I still walked with some sort of pride. And maybe it's just a Nigerian thing. I don't know.
That's why I try as much as possible to make sure that my customer service or badge locks is top notch.
Yes.
Like if you patronize us, top tier customer service, you go feel the American customer service.
And if you didn't wait on tables, maybe you wouldn't be able to relate.
I've done retail too. I worked at
exactly.
Kohl's, I was a cashier. I worked at a hotel. Hey God.
And another thing that I feel that working at Next taught me, especially, is how to fold clothes, babe.
Yeah, at a hotel.
Trust me, I had just how to fold shirts and trousers. Like, you need to come into my wardrobe space. It's neat. Because
I wish I could say
shout out to Next. At least that's what I gained from there.
When I worked at the hotel, I would constantly speak to the guests, right? Saying, hi, my name is Tolani. Because in America, obviously, it's not Tolani, it's Tolani. Hi, my name is Tolani and I'm looking for a new job. They'll come to me as I'm checking them. Hi, what do you do? This is me trying to network as far as you do what will get me a new job because I'm ready to leave this hotel. Legit. Hi, my name is Tolani and I'm looking for a new job. How can you help me? And they will always just buy into my personality because I was always willing to learn and just see how we can help each other. And then it got to a point, actually, that's where I even got my job. I worked at a dental office again. I even forgot. There was a business development, don't know his title, but he worked at a big dental office in somewhere in America. So I was like, oh, hi, I've been working at this hotel for a couple of months now and I'm ready to grow. I just want to leave. Do you have anything for me? He was like, oh yeah, of course. We have a patient service representative job open. Are you interested? I said, of course. He was like, okay, here's my email. Email it to me and email your resume to me and we'll get you an interview. I played like I thought it was a joke. I get home. In fact, I didn't even get home. Right there and then on the computer, that's why I started doing resume. I said, yeah, I must get this job. Did my resume, sent it to him. The next day, they gave me an interview. I went in there for a couple of days and I got the job. That's how I left the hotel job. I now forgot to delete my resume from the computer. Hey, God, I used to live life on the edge.
Tolani, aren't you still living life on the edge?
I am, but like that's how I am successful. Like, if you're not wayward in life, if you're not daring, how are you going to move forward in life?
Real talk.
That's how I am.
I
like,
agree.
I'm not scared of anything because if I fail, I'll still get up and I'll still keep moving. Now, before I get to work the hotel job the next day, my manager just snaps my picture on the computer and says, what is your resume doing here? And I had lied that at that hotel I was a manager. My manager now says it to me. I said, when were you a manager here? I did not go back again.
Wow.
I said, well, this is the end of my job here. And that's how I quit though. I'm not showing up. Legit, I was so scared to go back because she was like, so when were you a manager here? Means I know the reason I'm quick. How did I make that mistake? So I would say that I was a lion growing up. I was just always hunting for more.
Okay, Leo.
Like,
well, I'm a Leo, but yeah.
I'm a Libra, but like I was just always hunting for more and I was hungry for success. And like my walk-ins, it shows. You get people that knew me before now, they always commend me and always remind me of like how much I was hustling. I don't even remember. They tell me stories like, remember when you said you were going to be this?
Same
and look at you today.
here.
I'm like, I said that?
It's so crazy.
I was so delulu.
It's so crazy.
But I like that I'm a living testimony and people can attest to that. Like, yeah, if Tolani can do it, I can do it too.
As am I for real. Like, you just saying that just reminds me of how like people that I went to like primary school with or even secondary school. Because in all honesty, when I was like in my teens, I won't say that I was wayward, but a lot of people would have been convinced that I would not turn out to be like this.
For real?
Yeah.
Were you popular in school?
I was popular. I was very rebellious. Like this whole bad and bougie did not start now. It has been
really? Me, I was a tomboy in high school. I'm still kind of a tomboy, but like, so I have a
feeling like a lot of people would not necessarily have expected me to be where I am, but nah. I'm, as you said, I'm one of those people that just get up, do it, and just keep doing it. Just remain consistent. If you're bad, remain consistent as you're bad.
You get?
Eventually, people will soon adjust and I feel like that's really what I did. I just I've always been me. I've always been like this, So yeah.
How would you describe Moet Abebe?
Bad and bougie.
Short and simple. Hello.
No, I would describe Moet Abebe as a girl that definitely does not stick to the status quo. A major, I don't want to say troublemaker, but just in the sense of what society would call a troublemaker, I definitely am that. I don't believe in accepting no's.
Okay.
I believe that your no, if someone's no can turn to yes.
Okay.
And I am still relearning, unlearning, and learning on this journey. Yes, that's how I would describe my way.
How will I describe Tolani Baj? Yeah. First of all, I'm audacious. And like Mo did say, I don't take no for an answer. I do think that I'm very misunderstood.
Yes,
but I don't care about being understood. Like, I feel like people choose to misunderstand me, and it's not my place to convince you to reason from where I'm coming from.
Totally agree.
But those who know me understand how I can easily get misunderstood.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Those who know you know you.
Yeah, do you get? Those are people that matter anyway. I'm very sweet. I can be sweet, Sha, when I choose to be. I do feel like I'm always on guard though. I'm always like defensive. You get? My guard is always up. I'm ready for whatever you want to bring towards me. Like, oh, okay.
Do you feel like that's just because of some trauma that maybe you are still dealing with?
Why do you call it trauma? I don't understand. Trauma.
Sorry, me trying to be a therapist.
That's the psychologist.
I was supposed to be.
The trauma. You know what? I feel like when I lived in America, right? I was too Nigerian for Americans. Now that I'm in Nigeria, I'm too American for Nigerians. So it's like I don't fit in. And before I used to care about fitting in, but now I don't care.
No, you don't care. There's no need, girl.
Because
you fit in with me.
Do I really fit in the chair?
Are you okay?
We are the bad Boujee guys. I'm just joking. But like when I lived in America, right? Americans used to attack myself and my sisters. Now they used to say, "It's not African booty scratcher" that they used to call us, even though that was a popular thing. There was a time I went swimming with myself and my siblings, right? And we're about to get into the pool, and then these Black American girls were like, "Yeah, don't get into our pool. You guys will dirty our water."
Gosh.
You guys are from Africa. You know they don't know.
That's so dumb.
Everywhere is Africa to them.
Well, actually, no, sorry.
Mind you, we're like 12, 13 years old, and then we were easily intimidated as well because my parents did not raise us to be fighters.
Yeah.
If the teacher calls to report us, we're in trouble. So we did not learn to defend ourselves until I was about to leave. And I said, fuck it, if I get in trouble with my parents, and I was defending myself. So I grew up being timid to a point where I just rebelled. I said, yeah, you know what? I don't want to listen to my parents anymore. I want to do what makes me truly happy. So I think that's where I started being defensive. Like, this one is coming out. This one probably wants to just fight with me because I'm Nigerian. And then whatever you bring my way, I'm just always ready to dish it back because I don't think I'm problematic. Honestly speaking, people may not believe that I'm not problematic, but if you get to know me, you know that I don't get wahala. But if you want to show me something, I'm going to show you sometimes too.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
So let's even now touch on the journey so far.
Oh my God, the amazing journey.
Yes. Obviously, you have your great business. You're obviously a celebrity. Thanks to Big Brother.
The Lulu is a Salulu. I was delusional, and here I am.
We're about to wrap up the year. I would love to know, 2024, what's next? The DJing, we're going to see more of that.
What's next for the biggest Baj? So if you guys don't know, I have a business called Baj Locks. We launched some jumbo bags, guys. This bag is a multi-purpose bag. It literally does everything. You can use it to travel, take it to the gym, take it to the office, do every and anything with the bag, Sha. I launched it last week and it sold out. So next year, I want to focus on Baj Locks. Initially, Baj Locks was a female ready-to-wear line, but I'm rebranding. I'm just going to focus on bags. And then myself as a DJ, y'all, I haven't actually played because of anxiety. It's not like I'm not good, but like there's a voice behind my mind saying, you might fuck up. You might. So I'm still taking lessons, even though I feel like I can just say fuck it and just play. You get? So I have to deal with that anxiety. I have to really challenge that 2024. I'm still taking lessons, like I did say, but I want to go on tour next year.
Okay.
I want to go on a summer tour, and this is me challenging myself. I'm saying this now because I want to hold myself accountable.
Okay. I love that.
So summer 2024, I want to go on tour. I don't even care if I play in Nigeria or not because, I'm going to be accepted abroad before I'm even accepted in Nigeria. I've already accepted that because I don't feel the need to prove that I want to be a DJ in Nigeria. Do you get? I feel like that's my passion and I'm good at it. And wherever they want me is where I'm going to go. Okay. So 2024 is a year that I'm going to use to challenge my anxiety for playing as a DJ and really conquer the world and take over the world. Because I want to make a lot of money in dollars next year, okay?
All right.
So Europe, now go see me. America, now go see me. Tolani Baj as the DJ, okay?
Let's get it. For me, I definitely want to make my mark as an actress. As I said, it has been a dream that was halted. I feel before it could have even taken off. So now that I've sort of, in a sense, actually been given another opportunity, and then I've also built my brand to the level that it is now, I feel like next year you guys will see me in so many movie productions, so many TV series. Yeah, like it's going to be big. It's going to be a banger. You guys should watch out for one that's actually coming out January 1st on African Magic. Okay. The Theory of Breakfast.
What is it called?
The Theory of Breakfast.
The Theory of Breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, so you're definitely going to be seeing a lot more of me, Moe, the actress. Yes, I have been very anxious about it. I must admit that, another reason that I also stalled was because I was working for a company for that decade. Now I'm freelancing, so I'm even hungrier. I want to be out there more, and I want people to see Moet Abebe as an actress because I studied this. Like I studied theater arts as well. So I'm good at it, and I will prove you guys
there'll be no limits in 2024, guys. We're gonna do
Absolutely
every
no
and
limit.
anything we feel like doing, we'll do. Even if I feel like doing music, I will sing. I'll hold that
I
microphone.
wanted to be a rapper.
Why don't you still drop a rap song? In fact,
No. Yeah, not going to do that.
please don't stop me.
In fact, we should bring DJ this the voice DJ too.
Drop. Moet Abebe.
I am not doing this. I am not doing this. How the blogs come out and carry the worst rap in Nigeria
How would it
history.
be the worst?
No, thank
My
you.
name is Mo. Yeah, Okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
My name is Mo. Yeah, and I'm the Boujee. Yeah, sitting with Baj. Yeah, the TJ Baj.
Yeah, DJ TV Baj.
Sorry, I'm not a singer. I'm not a rapper.
No.
Now
I'm
she
not
thought
a
she should be rapper.
I didn't say I was. I wanted to
But
be.
you didn't even give us one bar. Give
that's
us one line.
That's exactly why. That's why it didn't work.
So what made you want to be a rapper? Just
I wanted to be a rapper, but then maybe have a ghostwriter.
okay.
Yeah, that's kind of rapper I wanted to
do
be.
That. Yeah.
I wanted. Should I say what really wanted me to? What I wanted to be a rapper because
What?
of Nicki Minaj. I mean, I just like there's something that just
Yeah.
blows my
Oh.
mind when a woman just comes out and is so bold in her sexuality
Yeah.
and who she is and what she is and how she is and how she just makes these men just bow down.
Bow down. Picture.
Yeah, so I think
used
that's
to
why
be
I wanted to be a rapper.
I used to be a model.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to blow as a model. I promise you. I knew I was. I mean, I've always known that I was a star. Do you get? But in my head, I'm like, but which way? Is it this one? Because I'm multifaceted. I do a lot of things and I'm good at a lot of things. Even acting, I'm really good at it. If you've seen
Go,
my
girl.
movies,
Yes.
if you've seen my movies, you can tell.
she's good.
Is it acting? Is it modeling? Is it YouTubing? I have a YouTube channel as well. Do you get? Music A&R. I used to be an A&R as well. I worked at
So you
Universal
got a
Music
good ear
Group.
for music.
Yeah, thank you for that. Aristocrat Records. What else did I do? All of the abosha. But like when modeling, I would even take days off school and just model and be like, yes, I'm about to be a superstar. Until I realized that
Naomi Campbell.
I had to be a size 0. I said, I was even too fat. Can you imagine? I was a size 2 and I was too fat. That's what they said. I said, yeah.
Well, I used to be a video
Sorry, I'm not
vixen.
losing
I'm
weight.
sure a couple of you have seen a couple of my videos. Shout out to Ice Prince. Shout out to Lynx. Shout out to who else? Olamide. Like there's so many people.
Fine lady. Will you not be doing?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I was in Pakurumo. Wizkid. Shout out to Wizkid. Yeah.
You ain't Bakruma video.
Yes.
You're not my mate too.
I am not. Respect me. When you see me, say auntie.
Auntie.
I'm not your mate, my
The
darling.
richest auntie.
Yes, rich auntie over here.
Bakruma. How old was I when Bakruma
Come,
was
what do you mean how old you are?
I was a young girl.
I beg. Me too, I was young. Why do people not know that? If for me to have been in Pakuromo means I was also young. Hello.
No, that doesn't mean no.
Oh, okay, so it means I was old.
No, I don't say that one. I know that one.
Me and Wizkid are age mates now.
Look, how old is Wizkid?
Wizkid is 34.
Damn.
Like we're age mates
He's
now.
aging slowly though. I feel like Wizkid has been 34 for like the longest.
For all you know that one might even be football age. Not saying anything, but maybe football age. So he may even be older than me.
I didn't say anything though.
Neither did I.
I wasn't there.
Neither did I.
What an amazing episode once again on the Bad and Boujee. I love that I'm doing this with you. I feel like it's very easy. Conversation is very smooth and sweet and it doesn't seem forced.
No, it does
So
not.
I feel like we get to know each other episode per episode.
Every episode we do.
per episode. So that's amazing.
I love you, T-Bag.
I love you more.
Cheers.
Who would have thought that this duo would be conquering Nigeria? In fact, conquering Africa.
Who would have thought,
Who
right?
would have thought?
Who would have thought? Well, shout out to Glitch.
Shout out to Glitch
They were the
Africa.
only ones that actually thought.
You get? Nah, and it's funny how they chased us until they got us. This podcast was supposed to have been what? Since Stay but
just like what you said, timing.
Timing is everything.
This was the time. Maybe if they got us then, we wouldn't be.
If for no jig.
We would not be jigging like this.
If for no jig.
We would not be causing problem. We would
Come
not
on.
be scattering and breaking tables.
Do you get? As per table shakers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, baby.
Catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for chilling with us on
you guys.
The Bad
And the Boujee.
Bye, guys.